Macmillan Audio presents The Stressed Years of Their Lives, Helping Your Kids Survive and Thrive During Their College Years, by B. Janet Hibbs, Ph.D., MFT, and Anthony Rostain, M.D., M.A. Read for you by Anthony Heald. In memory of my mother, Jeanette J. Hibbs, who embodied hope, advocacy, and perseverance. And in honor of my caring and courageous sons, Jared and William, who taught me what I didn't know and who I needed to become. B. Hibbs. I dedicate this book to the memory of my mother, Gita Alfandari, whose love of life and whose generosity of spirit were a continuous source of inspiration to me, and with deep appreciation to my life partner, Michelle, and to my children, Isabel, Julian, Sam, and Genevieve, who've taught me the meaning of family. A. Rostain. Part 1. Of Stress and Resilience. 1. Fault lines in the world of today's youth. Academic intelligence offers virtually no preparation for the turmoil or opportunity life's vicissitudes bring. Daniel Goleman, Emotional Intelligence. Carson was the salutatorian of his large public high school, earning the school's English award and a partial merit scholarship to a top-rated college. He felt proud and enormously relieved his hard work had paid off. Without that scholarship, the commuter branch of the state university would have been his destination, and his parents had generously offered to help repay his student loans from the prestigious institution that had accepted him. Their hopes, his dreams, mocked him as he sat in freshman English staring at his paper marked with a large red D. The class hour passed in a blur, and Carson next found himself on the 8th floor of the university library, overlooking the great hall below. He observed himself, contemplating what he would hit if he jumped. The glassed-in archive displays, the long polished table profiling the many recent faculty publications. A fellow student wafted through his thoughts. A girl in his French class had committed suicide only a month into the semester. She'd had a wonderfully droll sense of humor. Carson hadn't understood why she'd killed herself. It seemed she had everything going for her. So sad, so strange. But now, panicked and believing his scholarship jeopardized, his future ruined, he grasped her desperation. A wave of vertigo forced him back from the library's overhang. He sat down and numbly hit the speed dial for the college hotline. Another student answered and kept Carson on the phone long enough for him to calm down and agree to go to the walk-in campus counseling service. And so Carson resisted his terrible and momentary impulse. Very fortunately for him, his crisis of confidence was not superimposed upon major depression or bipolar disease. His momentary panic eventually led to therapy, which promoted a greater resilience and better ability to tolerate setbacks and distress. In addition to vertigo and the absence of mental illness, the serendipity of many emotional skills came to Carson's aid that afternoon. A strong connection to his family and friends, and a willingness to seek help also enabled him to step back from the balcony and make that call. His family environment had fostered the non-cognitive skills that empowered him to ask for help when needed. His parents consistently praised his effort more than the outcome. They quietly noticed and supported his interests. When Carson made mistakes, they joked, "Nobody's perfect." His family talked through problems but didn't solve them for him. His emotional preparation broke through his fleeting despair. As his thinking cleared, he recalled how he had coped with another D on a high school calculus test. At first, he had freaked out. "My high school ranking will drop." Then he told his parents, who encouraged him to talk with the teacher. It was this emotional resilience and preparation.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?